Oil and gas are major industries in the energy market and plays an influential role in global economy as world's primary fuel sources. In Nigeria, fuel has been the major factor driving the economy as the country depends solely on petroleum produce. However, the sector has been facing lots of challenges ranging from oil theft to pipeline vandalism. Afoloshayo Hamzat has more details.
Oil and natural gas are major industries in the energy market and plays an influential role in the global economy as world's primary fuel sources. In Nigeria, fuel has been the major factor driving the economy as the country depends solely on petroleum produce. However, the sector has been facing a lot of challenges ranging from oil theft to pipeline vandalism. An expert in the field of engineering, while speaking on one of our current affairs program, The Fact, explained the challenges facing the oil and gas sector.
Number one, like you have stated, oil and gas represent the soul of this nation, at least for now. But remember that this is not in isolation. There are a litany of factors that have contributed to providing the convoluted outputs that we now see from the oil and gas sector in Nigeria. That instead of becoming an enabler of growth and development, has now more or less become, playing the opposite role. Take, for instance, the strength of our naira. What is the biggest product that we import on a daily basis? It's refined products from the crude oil. So basically it means that what we ordinarily should be producing locally, we don't produce it locally. It now constitutes a major pressure point on our naira. So our naira is chasing dollars around, and if you're chasing foreign currencies, you get weak. So we entered this boat gradually. It started, way back, and it's unfortunate that it's getting out of hand now. Ordinarily, we shouldn't even be discussing subsidy in the first instance. But mind you, subsidy had been in place in a benign form. When there is an ailment, you say benign form, that is not so, it's not so threatening, as far back as the Obasanjo era. But it came to national prominence under former President Goodluck Jonathan, when it became a bazaar and everybody was, feeding upon the subsidy opportunity. It's like you identify an opportunity, you latch onto it, and you take advantage of it. And everybody was doing that. At some point, even the Minister of Finance could not give us the actual information on our daily consumption. So this went on for a while, and it was a serious national issue. And then they said they should remove subsidy.
He further stated that the problem facing oil and gas sector have some political will, and if not addressed, will further escalate the problems.
We were just scratching the surface.
Yes.
And that's also a major national challenge, that we don't even seem to know the problem. Yeah. I have stated that if you allow our leaders, if there is magical button, they will want to solve the problem. There is no doubt about that. What that implies is that there is the political will. I mentioned what I consider the biggest issues with our oil and gas industry. That is ownership. Ownership of the processes for refining our crude oil as human beings and making them available first for our own use and then as for sale to the rest of the world. We don't have that. And that's why the story could be changed anytime. If, for instance, today there is an increase in the international price of crude oil, normally Nigerians should be celebrating, right? Because there is increase.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because we're supposed to be exporter of refined and crude.
Exactly. But you discover that Nigerians will not celebrate, even when there is increase. Maybe government could celebrate, but the Nigerian people will not celebrate, because those who sell our petrol would tell you that it has to increase because crude price has increased.
Yes.
Again,
Since we're not refining.
Yes. Again, if crude price, dips internationally, so you will expect that the person that said last month that price had gone up internationally, that's why it's expensive. Now that it has dipped, So you should have local advantage. When it has dipped, then they tell you they are unable to find crude. So it gets again more expensive. So we are in that cul-de-sac because we have no organic control over the means of production associated with oil and gas.
However, it discussed the possible solutions that could be done to curb the menace facing the oil and gas sector.
The nation should have its own strategic national plan. And that strategic national plan must impose the need to be able to organically fabricate every single entity required to be able to properly set up and operate a modern refinery. And if you cannot fabricate anything, you will know that your import in terms of parts is minimal. In essence, what we need to do is to create opportunity for knowledge to be acquired locally.
Afalashayo Amzat reporting for KAFTAN TV News.